They moved operators from the mall. What do you mean, operators from the wall? The mall is now in the minor zone.
You're swimming in s'more soup.
Weird. Well, yeah, that's a good thing, no? The good thing is kids shouldn't be inside the mall. Because I'm pretty sure D doesn't have custom lines for the Hex members to be talking to the kids. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Eleonora saying, you can't fight it. Hopefully she has a ukulele ready.
You know, with a crap ton of predatory hardware. Shoot off any build.
Also, see, they're predators in Holvania. See, Amir just confirmed it. Kissing scene on Sunday.
Another house scrubber, and wherever you are.
What do you mean kissing scene? Aren't we kissing enough? Well, not me. I plan to become a wizard. I fix one thing on my PC. Nowadays, my PC is like, you should be host all the time whenever possible. See what happens if you get rid of green internet?
It does something about you.
Well, unfortunately for me, I don't have the DPS for this. Oh, look, in solo mode, I can actually one-shot those things with a Brahma instead of, like, three-shotting them. You can break their lights?
After months subsumed by Tekrot, those hell scrubbers still work. Who'd have thunk it?
You see, in the good old days, technology actually worked. Unlike technology nowadays that is woke and goes broke. Lolamau ruffle. Okay, so let me get this straight. Either a Scaldera trooper, I barely met her. Either a Scaldera trooper drew this, really borderline covering it, huh? Or a random civilian one day saw the Scaldera just roll by, not even stay for 3 seconds, and he just decided to paint that.
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko. I mean, you could do more.
Is Amir the only one that steals stuff?
Really just done the minimum at this point.
Because very interesting choice, D. Is that a joke? Is that a pun? Fingers crossed I get the thing. Or maybe I don't know. Actually, I should have just given that to her. Okay, it's fine. Maybe it will drop. I don't know why there's a parrot on my head whenever I spawn.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are...
Games with lyric music. I always find that odd. I'm so used to games not having lyrics in their songs that whenever I hear one, I'm like, is this classy or no? Or does this feel tacky? Because back in the day, the only music you had in games was just... Jesus Christ, that scared me. The only thing you had was just, music without any lyrics. And the times that you had lyrics, they were just like copyrighted music, like, 50 cents, saying how many cops is gonna shoot right there, right now, and that it's all about fighting the power. So sometimes people just have a natural reaction when they hear lyrics in a game, in the song, in the middle of the gameplay. They're like, what does this feel like?
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko.
Oh my god, did they connect both levels together? No. Oh my god, you have to be joking. This is no way a full level right now. Please don't be a full level. No, please don't be a full level. No, this can't be the full level. Dude, are you joking? They connected 2 levels together? Oh my god. Hope this doesn't break. Hope the waypoint doesn't break. How far away is this place?
A minute to get a health scrubber working.
Why you motherfuckers like this? I literally don't understand why you're like this. How dare you be like this? How dare you exist in life, honestly? And it's always the host. I mean, fair enough, I did the same. I can so extract, right? Okay, I can so extract. Cool.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup? Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem.
See, this is a level joke.
Directly to extraction. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Why do you stop extracting me? What just happened?
After months subsumed by Tekrot, those hell scrubbers still work. Who'da thunk it?
Why did the countdown stop?
Got a minute to get a hell scrubber working.
Did not extract? Where's the timer? Why does it keep on disappearing?
Knock the pus sacks off that scrubber before they sprout ahead.
Is the timer going down or no? I feel like the turret is completely useless at hitting anything. Why is it... He's like, hold it still! Hold it still! The Harbinger... Harbinger of what? Of missing? Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? I'm sorry, does my bike disable my extract?
There's no coming back from this. Get out!
Yeah, one extract. Why is it such a novel concept for D? I don't understand. Okay, I swear it like stopped at 30 or something. It wasn't 1 minute. Also, why are these people doing like multiple minutes in here? That's not how it works, right? Because the thing, the rewards are based upon you just running a mission. That's how I got them. I didn't go into 10 minutes or something. Okay, where's the new one? Is it Crux?
Ta-ta, little one. You know where I am.
I guess I could buy the last 5, but I don't want to. This is fair enough. Yeah, leave. What am I trying to do? This weapon honestly needs something. Yesterday I was running the math with Riven mods. I was like, you know what, maybe I should just get a Riven, because I don't want to use Bane mods, you know how I am. I'm just gonna get Riven for the Brahma, and then I ran the math, and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna spend 1,000 Riven, sorry, 1,000 Platinum if you wanna buy like the best rolls for a Brahma, and apparently it barely increases the damage by another 50%, that's it. In that case, you just go a Bane mod or even Serration. Literally, that thing doesn't provide anything overall the base damage. So, Premier Crux. This is gonna be 250. This is gonna be 250% on a weak spot hint. The Brahma and stuff cannot hit the weak spot reliably, unfortunately, because the arrows like bend like grenades. I don't know why that's a thing, but okay. We have the general setup. I read apparently that electricity, and this is gonna suck big time because you need to change this then. Actually, do you need to change this? You do need to change it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna remove Serration because... Okay, first of all, how do you build gas? You see, this is why I hate the way the Valiance mod works. Because you can't... You need to use something here. So I need to do like this. And then I need electricity. So apparently electricity and gas can hit weak points. I don't know if that's a thing. So I want to see how this works with explosive weapons. Because honestly, explosive weapons need something. Because all the arcane mods are useless on explosive weapons. And then, like all those other mods that need ramp up are also useless. I mean, of course, the problem is you're also missing out on the reload speed, which is huge for some weapons. That is like 60% overall DPS increase, depending on like the weapon itself. Okay, sorry, Midnight. You need to go. Dude, this is so bad. This is so bad. Are we sure gas headshots? What you motherfuckers talking about in the Warframe community? What do you mean? What do you mean gas headshots and electricity headshots with explosive weapons? They don't. Are you guys... Dude, it's so hard to trigger it. Maybe she's gonna be easier? Yeah, but you see, I knew this was gonna happen. I know this was gonna happen, so people lie. Explosive weapons don't trigger headshots. Unless the main projectile itself hits the head. This is not good at all. How did that trigger? Okay, what do they mean? Okay, see, this enemy doesn't have weak spots. What do you do about it? Warframe, explosion, gas. AoE or explosive weapons dealing hits that count towards a headshot can be done with gas and electricity. Why is this such a common information about Warframe? I don't understand. It doesn't work. The projectile, the projectile itself, this thing over here, the charged shot needs to hit. This is what triggers it. Why are people saying this triggers it with electricity and gas? Where is this information coming from? Why is it such a This is like a common information that I see every day on Reddit and even on Steam forums. Randomly, if you're googling something, why is it such a common information when it doesn't work like that? Okay, maybe the Ogress? Okay, primary crux. On weak point hit, gain 12% status chance and 5% ammo efficiency for 10 seconds. This is huge. If you can offload your entire status chances here on this. This is huge. This gets on maximum, what, about 300 status chance, which is like more than anything you could get here. So you can offload the entire damage over here to this with the status, but it doesn't work on explosive weapons. And if you have a single DPS weapon, then you don't need it. And then, I mean, your status chance is already decent, but, you know, this weapon is bad in the first place. Yeah, but if I'm gonna aim at the head... Yeah, but if I need to aim... Okay, let me try the Tone Core. But how? How'd I trigger it on explosive weapon, the gas and thing? Well, I don't know, fuck you, honestly. Every time there's a mechanic about headshots, like, okay, so it got nerfed, single headshot, okay. It has a 1x multiplier, okay, I understood that much. People on Reddit are saying the usual stuff. But then you'll randomly look at something. Occasionally you read something and people are like, electricity and gas can headshot. So I don't know where this information is coming from, because they don't headshot. What do you mean it headshots? Hold on. It's very risky to type in Warframe gas. Warframe gas. Okay, Warframe gas. Gas, this thing headshots. Right? This is what people say. Elemental mods up to stack glass clouds are able to hit other body parts by itself. However, the gas cloud itself has a 1x damage bonus when headshotting. Okay, dear people of Warframe, are you guys like brain damaged or something? Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is also something I sometimes see like video content creators just randomly throw in. They're like, oh, this weapon is gonna be real comfortable if we throw in some gas and electricity to headshot the enemy. Brother in Christ. Headshot has a 1x multiplier, it says over here. So what the fuck are you getting out of this? Why do people put explosive... Why do people put on explosive weapons with a radio component to it? Gas, what's that about? I don't understand. If the gas itself can headshot other parts, but it doesn't have a 1x multiplier, it doesn't get like the headshot 3 or 4x multiplier, I forget what it is. What's on the head? Infested have a 3% head, sorry, not 3%, 3 times, okay. Head 3 times, okay, all the heads. What about other weak spots? Because I know some enemies have weird hit spots. Weak points. I'm going to guess weak points for the same, right? Okay, dude, this is officially useless. On weak point hit, gain 30% status chance and gain 6% ammo efficiency. This would be really amazing on something like a Brahma, because I can offload my entire status chance over here and just go pure damage over here, but the stacks lose all of them at the same time. Like, this is only like, what is it? 60% ammo efficiency once I get the entire thing, but I don't have the clip size for it. You're actually losing out on massive amounts of damage because of 100 munitions. Or like literally crit damage, because crit damage needs the base damage to increase. And I already have an increase here, except this is not enough. So, what is the point of this arcane? What does it work on? Okay, if you get this, you get efficiency, 60% more ammo on average, right? On the maximum stacks. About 60% more ammo, basically. If you get 60% more ammo, it's literally less than Serration. Serration's 165. Even if we double the chances on the ammo proc, and let's say it's 120% efficiency, that is still less than Serration on a base damage per shot level. You get a lot of status chance, but what status chance do? Status chance is useless without any base damage or crit. Those two things are what scale statuses. So what is the point of this arcane? The few weapons they should work on should not require weak point hits. It should be something like on status proc, you gain 25% status and ammo efficiency. That should be like, you know, I know it's stupid because you get status to get status, but at the very least you can play into that. And then offload this entire thing, and then maybe get a Riven mod. And the Riven mod with plus status on it could be like an exception that adds into this. This is bad. Hold on. Where's the boar? What a bore, man. What a bore. But you see, the boar already has all the status chance in the world, so what the fuck do I need this for? Okay. I want to proc as much status as possible. Could this be the solution with Galvanized Savvy? Okay. So if a mod uses Galvanized Savvy... No, but you see, it's per status type. Okay. Yeah, I got it, man. Okay, per status type. Would I still want to go status with you guys? I don't know. Again, I don't want gas. That's the one thing I don't want every time. No, this became an entire weird thing. Okay, whatever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can get another one with magnetic. Impact status effects have chance to apply magnetic. Why you a thing? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get the 6th one if this procs. I'm relying on this. It's a very janky, weird build. It's not going to do too much, I think, in Scarred State, but I just want to check this. Cool, I got all these statuses. What did that do? Did I see the video yesterday? I didn't see the video yesterday. I just know people are talking about the primary crux and they're like, this is amazing. But the thing is, I'm not seeing it. Like, because people, I don't know why people, especially in Warframe, they forget this. I mean, not the average person, you know, the average person forgetting something, that is fine. It's not their job to understand this. But I don't know why Redditors and content creators, because I know somebody was showing a picture, not a picture, a tiny video of the AX-52, which has the hip shot that has infinite ammo with, like, this, you basically get, like just constant damage with this. But if you offload the status on this, and then you take damage, okay, viral, and heat. I know the boring stuff. Would you be better? No, but you see, this is also bad. This here, status damage 90% is bad versus Serration. It's actually like about 3/4 of it only. Man, I also don't know. I thought the Brahma could do something with it. Okay, strip off their armor? Yeah, but if I need to strip off their armor, this is not good. I desperately need crit. I wish in the Simulacrum I could, like, just, you know, get all these... Okay, forget about multi-shot. I'm definitely not getting any multi-shot triggers right now. I mean, it's still double damage. Ah! Okay, I can fit in 100 munitions instead of heat? No, but you definitely want heat. Okay, I chose the worst weapon to test this. I'm sorry? What is your crit rate? Crit multiplier is... I'm sorry, crit multiplier is that low? 4.2 only? Oh boy. When then stuff like this happens, where they remove their head, this is a nightmare. What do you do with this arcane? This wasn't my plan today. My plan was not to look at this arcane. My plan was to do the other thing, but then it's like, no. Okay, there's a much simpler test to do. There's a much simpler test. I don't know why I didn't do this simply. Merciless. Are you healing them good and fast? Actually, I don't want doing this. I need to do it on the tracks. That, guys, was the problem, considering that's where people go all the time in the Void Cascade. I mean, the Grenadiers just shoot with hit, viral, and slash, and they just die immediately on the spot. This motherfucker, on the other hand, refuses to die 90% of the time. Okay, right behind the second symbol. Or should I say the first symbol? What would be the equivalent status of you? I mean, you did more damage because you had more ammo, but that was literally not the status itself. That is literally how much damage you do with the extra ammo. So what is the difference? Oh, okay, right. Multi-shot is a better test because, like, it's universal. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm gonna guess multi-shot, like, stacks this immediately, right? It doesn't play around with it, and it's like, oh no, we're not gonna stack today for some reason. Okay, 15 per pellet. If you get over 10, that's 100 technically on a RNG roll. Can I increase my critical chance? I guess I'm gonna do this. Savvy, right? Savvy? Okay. I'm technically missing out imagine a Bane mode, Restoration mode, or something like that. Ah, it hurts, man. It hurts. Would I technically get one more slot free? Okay, that was like literally all his overguard and 50% of his thing. Yeah, Merciless doesn't provide anything at the start. I need to get a kill on it. So what would be the change here? Oh, right, status. I'll need to directly go into status with you guys. Status. You're gonna be... Oh, then I need to change you around, man. Fuck you, honestly. Okay, gonna have to take a penalty there. Status. Viral heat again. Can I weigh the slash in? I don't think I can weigh the slash in, unfortunately. Also because then I'll need the other crit. And then you have to move around like that, man. Why you gotta be such an asshole? Unbelievable. Can you stop dancing? Oh my... It's the same? You see, that's the fear I had. Okay, which... Hold on. So what stacks infinitely? Because I know there is some status procs that stack infinitely or something like that. Okay, status effect. Which stacks what? Cold stacks up to 10 times. If I remember, bleed stacks infinitely. Fire stacks infinitely. Heat slash stack infinitely. Electricity stacks infinitely, but at that point, how do you get... You can't get, you know, one or the other, because you need a combined element. Toxin. Toxin stacks infinitely. Blast. Blast has this stupid thing where you stack up till 10 times and then it blows up. Premature detonation occurs and all stacks are dealt simultaneously, blah blah blah, but like it's not a lot of damage because it doesn't bypass, like it's not pure damage, it's still like, just like acid shells, apparently it's still affected by armor and stuff, so you know. Corrosion. 10 times. Yeah, but like, where I'm gonna get all these... Deals 50% of base damage as gas damage per second over 6 seconds in 3 mid-rangers. I totally understand this and respect this, but honestly, this is just bad. 50% of base damage. I mean, then it gets mitigated by everything else, you know, it doesn't have the punch through. Disrupt, magnetic, 10 times. Confusion, radiation, 10 times. Viral, 10 times, but Viral gives like so much more. Void, it's a whole different thing. Tau, it's a whole different thing. Because... What am I trying to do? Okay. Here's the thing. Primary Crux. This wasn't my intention today. I was just gonna, like, you know, run Void Cascades with different Kuva weapons and test them out. However, Primary Crux, a lot of people started, you know, unlike me, which, by the way, a few content creators stole my build for the Kuva Nuke Core, and I made a mistake in the build, so fuck you guys, honestly. But Primary Crux is the one time, like, other people started, you know, I started listening to other people, like content creators and stuff. They, you know, Primary Crux is really good, it does this, it does that. I didn't look at the math in detail, but especially on Reddit, they're saying it's good. I know there was a meme build with the AX52 that does the hip shots, that has essentially infinite ammo with this. Okay, that is fine, whatever. But I'm looking at this, and I'm like, if we get this, we can offload just with one shot, with something like the Warframe, we can offload a whole bunch of status on this. This is 300% status, or 250. You don't get that a lot. You know, we have like 60, 60, 60. If we go here and we look at status, we have 90%. You know the point I'm trying to get to. The point is 60, 60, 60. That is 180. Let's make it like at best on an average build, you're getting about 200% increase. This is 250 very easily, and it's 300 the maximum, plus 60% ammo efficiency on a full stack. You essentially are getting 60% more ammo. You know, that's the way you have to look at it. You're getting 60% more ammo, right? It's gonna be 6 at the top. 60% of, over here, 20. Where was ammo stock? It's literally this. You're essentially getting 32 ammo. It's very good. This arcane is very good on paper. But the thing is, first of all, statuses, they scale based upon base damage. That's where they actually get the scaling from. I mean, if you do Bane mods or something like that, that's a whole different story. Like, Bane mods do scale them as well. In fact, Bane mods scale statuses better if they have some sort of actual base damage or crit. Otherwise, Bane mods aren't scaling it as efficiently as they can. That's a whole different story, but whatever. The thing is, if you don't have base damage, you don't have crit, you don't have this, you don't have that, status mods do nothing. Especially heat. Heat is just gonna be like, where's heat? Let me bring out heat again. Deals 50% of base damage as heat damage per second over 6 seconds. I know I said, what is it, gas sucks. It doesn't look that great. I understand this, but gas needs something else because heat stays on the target, it keeps on doing the damage over 4 seconds, and strips the armor as well. Heat does so much secondary on it that really helps it out. I mean, you know, once you lose, let's say, like over 6 seconds, you lose 50% of ammo, that is a huge deal. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, why do you armor strip? You don't need to, every single Warframe has a skill, but that is so stupid. I'm not gonna be casting, I'm not gonna play keyboard piano every 2 seconds, stripping off enemy armor, and then priming them and shooting them. If your weapon can't do any of this in one fell swoop, then what the fuck is the weapon doing in this game? Do you honestly have time while a Trax Guardian in a Void Cascade that has just creeped up on you behind you and is hitting you and also stunning you because they bypass Overguard and Prime Sure-Footed? I have no idea why their tech can do that with that weird magnetic proc that like stuns you as a guarantee. I don't know if they fixed it, but whatever. Do you honestly think in that moment I'm gonna debate doing this and then priming them and then this? I'll be dead by then. You don't even have time to put out your gun to shoot them. You know, like, yeah, I can use this in the simulation thing and be like, oh, look at this weapon is so good. But in real practice, it's a lot different. You're gonna fucking die at that point, and good luck killing any enemies while in kid mode, when enemies are like level 400. You know, especially if you don't have the Mudari focus school. But that's all different argument to be made. The thing is, this on paper is an excellent arcane, but where's the usage? Where's the usage? We need all of this for it, and then you're just stacking the thing over here. But the thing is, once you get the 60, 60, 60 mods, which are going to be on average 3 in a setup, I know someone out there is going to be like, well, you could, like, this is for cool weapons, because cool weapons are going to get a massive... God, this skin sucks, man. You can get a massive boost on it, especially with the Chakur. But with something like the Chakur, if you don't get, for example, you get Primary Merciless because of the reload speed is huge. It's technically a 60% overall increase in damage because, you know, you're rolling much faster between downtime. Because the Chakur has actually pretty... The reload is out there. It's not too bad, but it can eat into your galvanized shots. Sorry, not galvanized shot. Where is it? Your stacks. You know, let's say, like, you're 50% there to losing your stack. But that's all different thing to do. The thing is, other than that, you have Primary Deadhead, which at the very least I can understand and respect it because it scales with headshot damage. I don't think it's that great because in actual gameplay, you know, unless you're playing a Warframe that cannot die, and you're just like walking around with a Warframe, like let's say, what's his name, Revenant, you know, you're not gonna be doing that. You're gonna be jumping, you're gonna be aiming, like, especially if you don't use the Praedos where you get that extra airtime of gliding so you can control yourself, that 30 or 15% extra glide speed and like control and time I think it adds. You're not gonna have an easy time just headshotting things, and I think it's a projectile based, right? Well, I don't know. But the thing is, at the very least, I can respect primary headshot. Sorry, deadhead. Because A, it works instantly. B, you don't need the ramp up. And C, it multiplies with the headshots. I can totally understand and respect this. I can totally understand where this mod is coming from. And it also reduces the... You know, it has the bonuses here. The headshot multiplier and weapon recall. I can totally respect this weapon and totally understand it. I do understand this arcane. I totally respect it. But if we go to this here, you need fast-hitting weapons that have a major amount of crit and decent base damage in order to you like offload all those other status chance mods. And on top of that, you're getting like a 30% extra damage on all of these. So Toxin is 30% extra, this is 30% extra, and I totally understand that. But 30 plus 30 for a third mod maybe, you're also getting the bonus here, so Kuva weapons would be the perfect for this thing. But the weapons that need it, the weapons that need that status chance, and all that in things, they don't work with it. Like for example, the Brahma, the Brahma? The Tenant? You see, the Tenant sucks because you can't aim with it. If, like, you aim, the rocket slows down, and then it's, like, going, and then you go off the aim, but if you don't get the headshot, then that thing doesn't trigger. Okay, so I need to check the wiki again. This was not my plan. My plan was not to look at the fucking thing, man. But here I am doing that. Okay, primary crit. The Chakra has the best crit rate, and crit multiplier, well, not the highest crit multiplier, but it's something. You wanna go full sentence mode and see how underrated Arcane Double Back feels. You get DR just by playing the game. Double Back, I don't know which one that is. For what is it, the rifle or the Warframe? It's one that gives you damage reduction by bullet jumping, dodging, and double jumping. I think its only issue is 4 seconds. Oh, it's a Warframe thing? Double Back. Why is it called Double Back? Is that euphemism? Gain damage resistance for 4 seconds per dodge, double jump, and bullet jump. Stacks up to 3 times, so that is 75 for 4 seconds. Why is it only 4 seconds? Gain 25% damage resistance for 4 seconds per dodge, double jump, and bullet jump. Okay, see, I need to wiki this because I don't understand the English here. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Fandom wiki, not even once. To get full stacks, the player has to perform all 3 actions. You gain a stack of each one. What? It says here you need to perform all 3 actions. For example, 2 bullet jumps in a row will provide 1 stack. What? For example, 2 bullet jumps in a row will provide 1 stack, while a bullet jump plus dodge roll will provide 2 stacks. Each stack will be additive with each other, but multiplicative with other sources of damage reduction. Yeah, I thought they'll do that again. Each stack has an independent timer. Oh. So it's more like 12 seconds? It doesn't synergize with aerial ace. What? Damage reduction sounds nice, but every stacking on its own time for it 4 seconds. You won't have any time to deal actual... Does the arcane... Okay, wait, hold on. I need to test this. Where's the timer? No, it triggers immediately. No, it... Oh boy, the wiki, man. Holy shit. Okay, unless I don't know English. I mean, to be fair, I think they also wrote it wrong, no? No, wait, this is written right. Oh, they're trying to say pair 4 seconds per one of these. Okay, I swear they doesn't know English. I swear they don't know English, man. I swear they don't know English. Guys, it's or. For example, gain 5% damage resistance for 4 seconds per dodge, double jump, or bullet jump. Or. It's or here, not and. Who writes this? I swear I can barely English, but what? When you say and, it means you have to do them. All in order. Okay, no, it's better than I thought. And the wiki is wrong. You see what I mean about stuff like this? I've literally, good thing I don't have gamer Alzheimer's. I have literal proof. This is to get the full stack player must perform all 3 actions. This is proof of why the Warframe information out there is so bad for me, because like you literally Google one thing and you get information like this. And then the text in the game is also wrong. And then you're like, you test it out and you're like, it's better than I thought. And I'm like, why the fuck didn't you guys write it correctly? Okay, it's better than I thought. Okay, it's a fine arcane. I mean, unfortunately, you only have 2 arcane slots and you're starving for it. I guess if a Warframe can't use Eclipse and they're constantly moving around, this could be the solution. But yeah, it's better than I thought, honestly. Oh my god. Honestly, all the text made it look a lot worse than it is. Also, it doesn't have the important information where it has its own timer. And the wiki, it even made it sound worse. A lot worse. Because I'm like, when do you have, like, literally it takes you longer than 4 seconds to do all of this? Am I gonna play keyboard piano just to get something for, like what it is? On the first one, 25% damage reduction that is still gonna get me 1 shot? I spent 4 seconds to get 1 shot. It's gonna be hilarious. There's just a heavy gunner Grenier in a corner. They see me press 4 different buttons at the same time. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then one shot me out of the sky. Critical delay? Not even a question. Okay. We have... is gonna proc the slash. Which, again, has no limits on the stack. So there is that. There's some reload speed loss, because I'm gonna go on this. It's not maxed out, I don't know. But again, it's good enough. What else can we put in? We can actually put this in. Alright, but you lose multi-shot. Well, the problem is if you lose multi-shot, you're actually losing out a lot of damage. Because multi-shot rolls the RNG on each shot. This is one of the things I don't understand about this mod. This mod is stronger per shot on a multi-shot. Like, sorry, it's better than a multi-shot on the shot. There's no question about it. But you're losing the potential 2 times chance to 3 times chance of rolling your statuses and your crits. You know, like basically with that thing, you get 350, you're losing your roll chance, especially with critical chance if it's over 100. You're basically losing that extra, about another 150 chance. Well, not 150 chance, but basically like 50 plus 50 plus 50 chance of rolling your crit chance to get the tier 4 or 5 like crit. Is it tier... whatever the tier is, whatever the like n plus n minus 1 formula. So I understand this, but like overall you actually lose damage with this, like damage potential. So I don't know why why people recommend this all the time. In fact, people recommended this for like 1 week and then they all disappeared. Nobody's using it anymore. Especially Galvanized, like, it's very hard to give. Like, I understand this mod would actually be good if Galvanized Chamber didn't exist, but because this motherfucker exists that, like, completely, like, punches through multi-shot. In fact, this mod, like, completely made Riven mods with multi-shot useless, because you're getting, like, with a Riven mod, you maybe get, like, 60 on average with a multi-shot. I think the highest is 80 or something. Like, this completely outscales it. But whatever. I already have heat, I can combine this is always a problem. I hate this on Kuva mods, you can't combine the heat over here. So in that case I can't do anything else honestly with it, except add like the usual... Well, I already have heat, so I can skip out on it for now. This is gonna hurt. And can I add anything else here? That would make sense. Actually, no, wait. Oh, right, the status thing. No, but I don't have any slots for you. Oh, why is it always like this stupid thing, man? Okay, need to go. Okay. No, but it's only 3. 40, 40... 120, 240. Okay, it is better than the other one. Okay. Okay, you could actually work. Because if I'm offloading this... Here I could... yeah, technically would put... is there a reload speed for the Exilius, actually? God fucking damn it, man. I hate the Exilius mod so much. Like, there are all these all these important things that are weak, but they add so much to the game, but they're not Exilius. You need to waste a slot here, but then if you waste, you're actually losing a lot of potential. Yeah, unfortunately, my attack speed is terrible. Did you not add a single slash? Are we joking? Did I not add the slashies? I mean, you know, as soon as I put on Deadhead, man, it's like done for. Yeah, but the attack speed is not enough. That's also part of the problem. Assuming I don't miss his head, of course, that's a whole different story. Can you stop staggering, man? You should... No, he don't die because I missed a few headshots, but that is already a lot more. Like, I almost deleted that guy with a non-optimized build. Because I forget what the diminishing point is. There's a point where Galvanized Aptitude is actually not at all good, even compared to Serration, because you don't have the sustain on it. Like, basically, you're not triggering enough statuses to be worth it. Your impact, right? Okay, if I just increase the status chance here, I don't need to perform better. But also, if slash triggers, that should be better. Yeah, honestly, I'm having a very hard time understanding what the other crux is for. Oh, look at this. But you see, increase of status chance doesn't do anything for me if I'm not stacking a lot of debuffs on the enemy. This should be like used on a primer, but in Warframe currently, if you use a primer, you're actually like losing half of your kit. I mean, if the Kuvanukor can... Like, the Kuvanukor destroys things currently, thanks to secondary Enverate. You have the Epitaph, which primes enemies anyways, like efficiently. You have the... Again, I throw most of my weapons away, so like what other weapons we have? Like for secondaries, at the very least for secondaries. You have the Cyclone. It's a terrible weapon. It's only used for priming. It can't do damage properly compared to Kuvanukor because of the crit rate only. You have the little shotgun here that is actually worse than the Piranha, but that's a whole different story. The Seer at least has a little bit of explosion and can prime somewhat. The Stubble Wobbas, they can do damage and prime. 50-50. These ones I have no idea, honestly. You have the Akalex that can... I mean, it can do damage, and with the damage it's already doing, like, you know, the statuses, and then you go into Incarnon mode, and you just shoot things. Icarius Prime also became this new weapon that you can put Enverate on, and you do massive amounts of damage all over the place. The ammo is a problem, but honestly I think you can actually afford to put an ammo mod on it, thanks to Enverate, so there is that. Bronco, I think the Bronco has, like, insane amount of status chance. I think there are builds where with the Bronco Prime, because of a mod, you can just shoot the enemy once. Like, you can prime one single enemy, but you can, like, shoot them once and they get every single status maxed out almost immediately. It's like a meme build, and I wouldn't suggest it. Because, you know, you're just priming one enemy, but that's a whole different story. Epitaph, no question about it. Grimoire, I don't know because it has its custom cards that I don't know anything about, so that's a whole different story. Strix, I've seen nobody use it. I know it has potential of priming correctly, but unfortunately I don't think it's that great because you need to like change the bullet. You need to like use alternate fire to change the bullet to shoot things. That's a whole different story. Latium, not even a question. It primes and kills on the spot without even Incarnon form. Incarnon form, it primes everything and deletes everything. Only damage reduction is a problem with this weapon because it fires way too fast. In fact, you might even want to reduce the attack speed on it if you can. Lex Prime, already mentioned that. Magnus Prime, I think also Aka Magnus Prime have their gimmicks with infinite ammo. So I don't know what the point of the arcane is with the status thing. Piranha Prime, excellent DPS output. And it has enough pellets to also prime. I mean, the projectile is actually pretty low, but you know, due to the amount of pellets you have, I never like notice it not statusing an enemy. Spear Prime, I think it's good, but I don't use it nowadays. You know, it used to be an old weapon. I use it all the time because it was the strongest thing actually out there, but like nowadays I don't use it, so I don't know where it is. Sikaros has the Incarnon mod, that's a whole different story. Vaso Prime, the worst of the Incarnon mods. it becomes a 6-shooter, but it's an even split and not even that high of a crit chance. Crit multiplier. It's honestly not that great. It doesn't delete bosses like people claim. That's the Lex Prime Incarnon. I don't know where this Incarnon is supposed to like delete bosses, because also you can zoom in correctly with it. So the one, honestly, the Incarnon mod here should have this thing here, the Diplos thing. It should like aim for the head, you know, like it's high noon, pa, 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 something like that. It doesn't. It's very mediocre compared to every single other weapon, including the Piranha. The Piranha literally has better sustain for deleting like an acolyte than this weapon. Velix Prime is just a hose. Zacti, the gas, it does the gas thing when you shoot it with a radial attack. Again, I'll make this clear, even with this weapon, that people claiming it can what do you call it? Headshot, I never noticed it. Xyloc Prime, it's an excellent overguard stealing gun weapon deleter. But the problem is, due to the way the Eczema spawn a lot nowadays, I think they nerfed them again. But at the very least on Hovania, I would say... because also there's a problem, you know, if Eczema units spawn with like the little shields on them, like, you're already missing out on not potential DPS, but you're not getting the full potential out of the Overguard stealing Xyloc Prime build, if that makes sense. I think the only one that can actually synergize with this properly is Nova, because their explosions, I think, actually trigger it correctly, even against Eczema guards, so there is that. Ballistica Prime, I have no idea about this weapon. I also have no idea anything about this weapon. I didn't look any information. Vasto Prime, pew. Detron, that's a whole different story. Then there's all these weapons. I don't use them because, you know, I'm not gonna buy 2,000, well, actually 500 slots for weapons. So that's gonna be up to a person to test. I know, for example, the Compressor has good, the Compressor people are saying it, yeah, it actually has good synergy with the Inverate mod again, because it also has very decent status projectile. And because I think explosions like do some extra stuff on it. And there's another weapon that people usually mention, I don't know anything about. I think it's the... where is it? I just saw it now. It's an infested weapon. The Catabolist, they say something about it. I think I like the Catabolist, but of course, like, you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm looking at all these weapons, and most of them, thanks to Invert, can delete now. And Prime, but also most importantly, if you're just gonna choose a primer, there are primers that can just prime a dozen enemies, or like an entire room in just one shot, and apply like a gajillion statuses. If you shoot 2 times, you know that's 2 gajillion statuses. So, the thing is, I'm looking at this over here, Primary Crux, and it's like, I get it, but all you're doing is you're gaining 60% more ammo over the course of like the next amount of time, you know, like you're increasing your kill time. You're increasing your kill time by 60%. Especially, or like, I'm basically choosing right now, like, I know it's bad to choose a slow weapon like this, but that's the entire point. A Arcane should add a benefit to a weapon that can change the way it's played. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be picking up an Arcane on an already powerful weapon that, like, Primary Deadhead is an example of that. But, I mean, I deleted the Overguard, that's a whole different story. I don't know why this guy keeps on moving like this. That is so annoying. Okay, never mind. I have a new strategy here. Just get rid of everyone. The status already procced. And it's not thanks to that Arcane. I mean, the Arcane is gonna increase the amount I can shoot, but that's about it. The statuses, I mean, let's go back to Deadhead. Can you show me your head, man? Like, just correctly. Holy shit. Oh my god, why is your head so tight? Can you get your hand out of the way? Huh? Where's the damage? Dude, you deleted them previously. What the fuck happened all of a sudden? Which one do I put on? Okay, Primary Deadhead. I guess you suck, never mind. I guess you're better. Are you actually better? Are people wrong? Because the entire reason I'm saying Primary Deadhead is going to be better on this is because A, of the double gimmick, and B, because people say, like, the multiplier into the multiplier on the headshot, that's already 3 times the exponential. I don't think it's exponential, Dan! No, it is. I was just missing. Okay, I was just missing. About 6. Okay, we need averages here. Sorry, it took 7. Okay, that took 4. Okay, that took 5. Sorry, no. That deleted the overguard immediately. And now I'm hitting his hands, as per usual. Okay, but the same every time. I mean, I need to use, like, Deadhead on this weapon. Just make sure, because I don't have a way to ramp up Merciless. Okay, I think I could have died there with the status, but it's the same. Okay, so are you actually better? Was I wrong about you? Is it because of the status? So wait, then the headshot mechanics are exponential with the Shakur that people claim it is. Wait, 11, 10. Okay, wait. But why am I not getting the... Okay, wait, what thing I have on me? Is a crux, no? Yeah. But I should be saving bullets, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I swear I'm shooting 4 times and it's like subtracting 4. Am I not saying this correctly? What's going on? I don't understand. Oh, right, the first shot. Oh, right. Yeah, I only get right, I get like 2 stacks per thingy. Okay, how about... Yeah, I'm not ramping up... Yeah, it's gonna take a while to ramp it up. And then I lose the efficiency on the ammo. Okay, so I shouldn't look at the ammo efficiency, honestly. It's very temperamental. Also, during combat, you're not gonna have an easy time hitting that. So if I just hit the head... No, actually, people are wrong about this. It's not exponential. Primary Deadhead is not exponential. Where is this information coming from? You see, that damage... The damage is coming from the extra crit. The damage is coming from the 50% extra crit. This is not the damage on it. This is what's providing the damage, is this, the 50%, because it's scaling the crit. This is just base damage. I mean, I know it's base damage, but it's not increasing exponentially, some people claim because of the 3% headshot multiplier. That's not it. Because otherwise I should be deleting the enemy, it's not deleting it. I mean, Merciless is not going to do anything unless I get the ramp up on it, but that's a whole different story. I should use numbers? The numbers are not going to help me. Like, what is the feeling of the weapon? Yeah! It's the same performance with Merciless or the other! Because you need to remember the reload speed. The reload speed is like 30%, but that 30% always speed is double. Unless using a calculator, in which case actually reduce the speed because they inflate the number. This is... Where's the exponential coming from that people claim? Because if I pull out Midnight... too bad I don't have the thing on Midnight. Actually, which companion had my thing? I think it was Worm, yeah. Okay, Worm is gonna provide me all the benefits again. And he's not gonna attack to prime the enemy, but... Once you pull that out, it makes Primary Deadhead completely useless, no? I think I have Primary Deadhead now. How am I hitting your shoulder pads, man? These heads are so tiny. Yeah, these are tiered crits. This is not the multiplier on the head. It's not exponential. What are people talking about? I don't understand. Okay, I like to eat my words back. Oh no, I was about to say I like to eat my words back because I got the wrong one. Okay, guys, this is tiered crits. That's not the multiplier on the dead head. That's the tiered crits. That's not Deadhead's multiplier, pathetic 30% multiplier. Okay, what is Deadhead? On precision headshot kill. Oh my god, you need a kill? Okay, no, wait. Okay, no. This is a very fair test. Because Primary Merciless has a 30% reload speed, which is huge on weapons. Again, speed is always double of whatever value you see. Whenever using a calculator, just remember to remove the speed, because that inflates the per shot damage. That's always a problem with Warframe calculators. I don't know why the people made the calculators do this wrong, but stuff like this, attack speed and reload speed, remove them to get the actual damage DPS value, because they overestimate this. But the thing is, in terms of quality of life, these are always worth double value. Like reload speed is technically overall DPS 60%, but it's not actual 60%. That is because, like, you know, you're reloading faster. These are very high quality of life values. Primary Deadhead is plus 30% to headshot multiplier. That is nothing, because here's the thing, crit multipliers, I found this out recently, crit multipliers in Warframe have high diminishing returns once you have all the other mods set up. Crit is very good on empty weapons and statuses, but once you start putting all the mods in and you're on your last slot, it's better to get base damage than this, because this here is actually, basically, if we equivalent it to serration, or like base damage, this is 60% damage only overall from base. Because, like, for example, Hammer Shot. Remember Hammer Shot? I always have a problem with this mod, because I'm always looking at it and I'm like, okay, how does Hammer Shot work? Why is it so bad? Because I actually lose damage with Hammer Shot, even though every single damage calculator in Warframe says you gain damage. It turns out what's happening with critical damage here at 60%, again, this is very dependent on this damage here, the critical multiplier base, but your average weapon with like 2 point something crit is actually worse than serration. Because serration, this adds 120 damage. Basically, if your weapon has 100 damage and you add all these mods, everything is, you know, getting up there. This thing is only 120% damage increase versus Serration's 165. You're actually losing damage on this. If you have a Riven mod, the Riven mod needs to have 80% critical multiplier to reach Serration. This is how it works. Also, crit chance inflates massively what the damage output is going to be, because it's crit tiered. And remember, like base damage is adding to everything. It's not simply just multiplying, just adding that little amount of multiplication by itself. Again, unless you have like 80. And it also depends on the base multiplier and whatever is being added here. And of course, the problem is, this little twats over here, with their excellent Tenacious Bond. Tenacious Bond by itself makes it so that all these tiny additional mods have very little value. This plus 1.2, it's literally plus 1.2. This is huge. This is what can I say this? This is, I think, the equivalent of basically like it's not 2 Serration mods, it's not that, definitely. But think of it as not exactly 240, depending on the crit multiplier itself and what the base was, and you're just adding this on top of it. But basically, this is the equivalent of like not 2 Serration mods, but you could say 1.5 Serration mod. But that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different argument. The thing is, this here, you motherfuckers that keep on lying in your YouTube videos because you don't know how to math. What do you mean the plus 32 headshot multiplier? Okay, what is better? 60% damage or 165% damage? And most importantly, if you already have Tenacious Bond, this is pathetic. Okay, listen. The Warframe community does this every time. I'm gonna teach you guys a fucking lesson, man. I'm gonna teach you the biggest fucking lesson. You wanna fight dirty? I can fight dirty too. You know every single motherfucker out there nowadays Especially the Warframe content creators that are like, oh, we're good at math when they're terrible at it. You know how they like to use diminishing returns on everything? Okay, let's go percentage difference calculator, motherfuckers. Let's use diminishing returns. 1.3 versus 0.3. What's the difference between these two? 120%. Do you honestly think this is worth anything on your overall damage for a headshot? Are you guys insane? What is wrong with you people? I don't understand. How exactly do we go from this to this? How? And if we take the formula 60 versus 165%, it's 93. Serration is completely outscaling the fucking death headshot. What are you guys talking about? I don't understand. And I know I said it's based upon the base damage. I'm gonna eat my words back right now as we see what the Chuckworth's base damage is. It's 2.3. It's not worth it, man. This is not worth it. But even 2.3 is not worth it. I think the point of... What would be the point here that you need to break? Hold on, I can do this. I can do the math in my head. I think... Hold on, I can do this, I promise I can do this. Okay, I almost had it, I still had to use a calculator to make sure. I was about to say it's like 140 something. It's 138. This is 138 damage versus Serration. Guys, please. How did these Warframe content creators even run their math and Redditors? I don't understand. At least from what I'm understanding, this is overall damage, right? This is overall headshot damage. So this is good. But primary deathhead is a percentage, because the 3.3, if we're gonna go... actually, this makes it worse. By the way, I was calculating hammer shot till now. Sorry, my bad. So headshots are 3. 3 multiplied by... That makes it a 4 times multiplier on the head. That's it. That is nothing. With everything that's going on a weapon, that is nothing. Because on a headshot, if you're doing, like, for example, if you're doing, where is it? Okay, if we're doing, like, where are the big numbers? Okay, like 4,000. Okay. If we're doing 4,000 damage, and we multiply by 3, that is 12,000 damage. If we multiply it by 3.9, how much I said we're doing? 12,000? That is like 15,000 damage. And since the Warframe community likes doing this every time, which by the way annoys the fuck out of me because this is the wrong way to do math. I don't know why you guys decide to do this, but okay, I'm gonna play with it. This is a difference of 26%. This is nothing. This is nothing. In fact, you'd go with like all those other mods that unfortunately I can't fit in right now. That's what she said. Yeah, I can't fit this inside, man. I mean, the status is still very good on this weapon. I'm having a hard time finding a weapon that Primary Crux doesn't simply make it much stronger. Okay, dude, the status chance is very good on this weapon anyways from the base. It doesn't need help. This weapon doesn't need any help. This weapon can do anything. It's literally an elephant hunter. Too bad it's not a Lefantis hunter. But assuming I don't miss, of course, I can take a... Okay, far right is actually still low, so that is a high chance, so let's try with this. This is why I use a Warframe damage calculator if you can find one that's actually good. And you try to like reduce the, like you set the crit chances and stuff to 0. So you can actually look at the per damage shot so you understand the true value of a weapon. Okay. Impact is much better, and apparently this gun is a guaranteed impact proc. And of course this scales best with crit. I'm not going to use Bane mods. Bane mods are a whole different thing to do. Okay, now you're better. Is that what's going on? You're scaling the slash? Man, this entire game should be named to Slash Frame. It's all about the slash, man! No, they die about the same speed, honestly. I like how these is like, we hate the simulation thingy. Everybody just goes in there and tests out weapons, and I'm like, well, maybe you guys can do, like literally explain what the mod does? I forget which one this is. I think I have the Crux on right now. It doesn't matter what I pick up. You know why it doesn't matter? Because This one is just overall better. Merciless is overall just better because it's guaranteed. This one, if it triggers on headshots, it'd be better, but it isn't. It has the headshot multiplier, which is only 10% unfortunately. I know there's exponential scale and whatever, but... Okay, fine, I look at numbers. Oh my god. I hate look at numbers. They don't provide any information for me. Like, yeah, this weapon does more damage. Okay, that was merciless only. Now this. Man, I don't see it. Oh, I don't test on the Grenier? I don't test them on the Greniers because the Greniers will die anyways immediately with a slash heat proc setup, which is again what I'm doing here. Okay, I know the iron is whatever, but also because the Greniers have Bane mods, and so, you know, you can delete them. The thing is, 90% of the time when I'm in these fights, my problem are these guys, because they're neutral. So you rely on the weapon actually doing its statuses and things again, and these guys are not immune to... They're not immune to anything, they're not like immune to anything, nor strong against anything, nor weak against anything. But the best part about them is they, you know, they also allow statuses to actually have effects on them. And also, because these enemies show perfectly why crit and base damage, or like damage mods, actually, like, you know, they are what supplement status mods. Status mods by themselves don't do anything. I know there are weapons with like meme builds with statuses, but they don't do anything. Like, they literally don't do any damage. I mean, remember, the Kuva Nukor is doing like all that damage because of the crit, because that's what scales the status. I wish like all these content creators mentioned that instead of just rushing through the video in under 3 seconds, but okay. Let me try doing that thing where I like shoot once and wait for him to stop moving. Or should I say the status to go away, at least partially? Okay, so I have about 20% ammo efficiency over there, because it was like almost half. 2 per shot. And I killed it in about, give or take, 3 or 4 shots. If the thing didn't proc. I didn't... Actually, I should... Okay, my bad, I should have counted that, and this is with primary crux. So within margin of error, 3 or 4 shots on primary crux because of the overstacking of statuses. And now we go back to this. And remember, this is not maxed out, that's a whole different story. Primary deadhead. Within the same margin of error? You guys are doing it all based on internal bleeding. That's a variable. I mean, primary merciless is not gonna help me apart from the reload rate. Two shots again! This is a problem! Is this thing? It's this thing. Where is it? The critical chance, the 50%. That upgrades tiers. That makes a whole difference. I'm wondering if maybe primary deadhead with extra status would be better. It's all the same performance thanks to that impact mod. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do here. Because I need to test it without slash, but if I don't have slash, then the other things are not doing anything to the enemy. Should I move slash and test it like this and just see some like raw numbers? I think what I need to do, since slash already scales with all those stuff, I think it's better for me to simply check which one gives the most value around here on raw damage, and then we'll know which one scales the slash the best. I already missed. Never mind. Okay, 5 direct hit shots. I missed a couple and hit him some other places, but that's fine. Within margin of error. For you. That was 5 shots directly to the head. I didn't miss one over there. Okay. Okay. Forget about Slash. Slash, you know, does insane on everything. It even does the shields, even though people say it doesn't apparently. But, you know, okay. Deadhead, round 1, try. Okay. Again, once you start, like, shooting faster and overstacking the things, the shot, and you don't simply aim for the head constantly, it does better, because that's how, like, stacks work. They progressively get stronger the more you stack on the enemy on the spot. Okay. That was 3, essentially. I missed 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a shoulder pad, I think. 5, 6, 7? Yeah, the weight is the waiting. I can't believe nobody picked on this up. Heat has a massive inheritor with crits. It's because I'm not getting the fire. Yeah, I waited too much in favor of viral without support behind it. These are headshots, right? Oh wait, I just realized something. Where's my damage bonus when I get them? Where's my damage bonus? This is primary deadhead, right? Oh, right, because... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. In ghost form, they don't trigger the thingy. Oh my god, are you serious? So these are literally the shittiest enemies to fight. These are the shittiest enemies to fight, man. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, these are the shittiest enemies to fight. Okay, where are the ancients that give overguard? Ancient. Thank you guys over there. You don't give your allies... You don't give them overguard? Are you serious? Unless I do this, I guess? But then they just attack each other! And my worm dies, of course, and he's like, back, we lost it. Okay, I already see problems. This is not viable. I'll be dead 10 times over right now. Dude, this is not viable. This is not viable with headshots, man. People can shut the fuck up whenever they make big fat claims about using Deadhead. This is how you're gonna play with Deadhead, man. You need to stay here. Okay, this is already not viable. Look at these motherfuckers, how quickly they move. Yeah, good luck getting Deadhead on these. Don't worry, you can get Deadhead very easily in Warframe. It's not like this guy's head is tiny anyway in the first place. Oh, see, I got a headshot. Dude, no. Okay, no matter what, even if the numbers might be... By the way, did you notice how Ordis just died immediately? This is so stupid. These are the worst enemies in the entire game. I mean, thankfully they're at least not immune to 90% of the bullshit in the game, but they're the worst because they completely dropped all these galvanized mods and stuff. And by the way, they move around way too much. You know, I never understand YouTubers who have, like, a tanky Warframe that is immune to everything. They'll use, like... I think they'll use Inaros, they'll use, what's his name? The Revenant. They use all these Warframe. I've seen also somebody use, like Valkyr. They'll do the entire thing where they're immune to damage. And then they just stand around shooting slowly enemies on the head. This is honestly like just a playstyle. I don't think it's viable for 90% of the time, especially considering those guys what they're doing previously back there. Good luck getting headshots on those. Mercy is going to be very reliable because you're going to get the kills and they scale, plus you have the reload speed, which is a massive boon to damage. We can test Merciless and see where it's going to take us. Okay, I mean, three hits, I'll take it. Oh, right, the reload speed's gonna be important against guys like this. That is technically free damage for you. Plus you can rely on the body shots. And then we go to Crux. I'm still holding out hope on Crux because I was surprised by the way it works. Unfortunately, it won't die because there is no slash. I have to say, Crux is doing a lot better than I expected, even compared to Primary Deadhead. But again, it's a weak point thing. That's his downside. Because the thing is, I know Banshee's sonar actually doesn't like create weak point triggers. I wish Banshee's sonar would create weak point triggers on the enemies. I also wish like the headshots weren't the only weak spots. They would be like, you know, their hands with a weapon could be a weak spot. I mean, don't disable them or anything, but they could like do more damage, maybe like, let's say 1.5. Or should I say at the very least, the weak spot should, you know, allow the triggers to happen. Because most people like me are just gonna shoot at the body. You know, we don't have time to debate where this shot is gonna go in the middle of combat. We simply don't have time to debate. We're not gonna stand around and wait for a hero to save us. You know, if we go, for example... And remember, they're fighting each other, no one's fighting me. Where's the head? Please, somebody tell me where's the head. Right on the spot, I need to reload right now. I did more overall damage with this, man. You can shut the fuck up, honestly, with this weak spot mechanic. And of course, he's regenerate. See, overguard, it's fun for the whole family. Why are you shooting me? I don't understand what they did to you, man. Don't worry, I'm not dead right now. It's not like I literally one-shot me technically in the mission right now. Oh, look! See? If I use Ember Sting, I can... See, if I use Ember Sting, I can stagger them. Okay, dude, 90% of the shots are gonna be body shots. People can shut the fuck up with their eagle eyes. People can also shut the fuck up with their eagle eyes. How exactly is anyone gonna shoot anything? Okay, it doesn't matter. This is actually good. Primary Crux is actually good. I honestly do think it is good, but, oh my god, honestly, I think it should only go on shotguns. Because at the very least, all the pellet spreads can guarantee a headshot. Accurate weapons are not gonna guarantee anything, especially in the middle of a chaotic mission. Especially something like Void Cascade. Maybe there's a reason why the best weapons in Void Cascade are the, the Magistar with the heavy attack, the heavy slam. Maybe there's a reason why those weapons are the best. You know, that can one-shot enemies without you looking anywhere, just from a giant area. Maybe that's the reason. But, Primary Deadhead, honestly, this 30% headshot multiplier is nothing. All you're doing is multiplying, sorry, not multiplying, but adding a +1 damage headshot multiplier to the thing. That's a quarter of a crit bonus damage on the headshot multiplier thingy that multiplies into the other elements. Okay, that's fine. I understand this, but this is not good enough. This is not good enough. I don't see the scenario in which something in an active mission this could actually pay off. Because like over there, the enemies that basically like the headshot multiplier does work, but you don't get the bonus damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, Primary Merciless also doesn't get it. This one does trigger it, because it's on hit. You know what? I think Primary Deadhead needs to be on hit. Like, reduce the damage, but make it on hit, I think. Something like that. Merciless, honestly, it's a jack of all trades. Merciless is always good to put, because there's honestly nothing else you can put. You know, like Primary Frostbite. You run the mat, it's basically like your generic, not galvanized, but you know, like your generic multi-shot mod with critical damage. So is Primary Blight. These two are like essentially replacing one mod slot on an effect, on a status effect. And that's it. And 90% of the time, you're not going to get a better mod than the one that you already have, except Primary Merciless already scales them out completely, because base damage is important. Reload speed by itself is worth it. Honestly, I think reload speed like is slept on a lot. This is huge. This 30% is huge for a lot of weapons. It makes them a lot more comfortable to use. This is, I think I changed my mind. This is actually a good mod, but it's very perfunctory. Again, only on shotguns. I think I would suggest it. And Primary Deadhead is about the only thing that... I'm not gonna say it's bad, but honestly, considering the chaotic nature of Warframe, and considering how many elements don't headshot, weapon recall, honestly, it's nothing. That is nothing. I mean... Do I have a recall thing here? Yeah, we do, and it's like 60%. It's even better. I mean, I'm gonna have to run a mission with this, but from all looks of it, they're about the same. This one, due to the higher chance of proccing statuses, ends up being the same as almost this. And of course, the problem is, once you put on Slash, due to, again, these arcanes are not doing the job. These arcanes are literally not doing the job. What's doing the job is this, the critical chance that tears it. Because with your companion, you have 6.3 multiplier. This means you take it to the next level. This means 12. I mean, it's not 12 times damage. That's not the thing. I think it's like 11 or something. But basically, consider it this way. You have 11 times damage. 11 times damage with just an extra 1% bonus on the critical multiplier. I know it's going to be huge, but... if you're already killing the enemy in 2 shots and you still need 2 shots, even with this, is this worth it? For that 2 shots to become technically 1.99 shots? I don't think it is. And this like works on everything. Every single body part, and you just get the kill for it. Because these arcanes that need to start that don't need to start up, they already provide the bonuses from the front side, honestly are not like... the requirements for precision is ridiculous. Because the thing is, this also requires for the damage to stack, it needs to be an on-hit kill shot. You know, it needs to be a kill. It's not a generic kill, it needs a specific kill. And this one, on weak point hit, at least this triggers. And honestly, because of that, it's catching up to Primary Deadhead. Plus the ammo efficiency, the 60%. This means on... By the way, I don't think ammo efficiency is RNG. I think it's like literally 60% ammo efficiency. So basically, on 10 ammo, it makes it 16. You could look at it another way. 60% ammo, you can get 2 more shots on average towards your headshot multiplier. Versus the 30 on the 1. I know the headshot 30, like the 30% here, should be more like 60. Because again, it depends on the base. But I'm just not finding it, man. I'm just not finding these. These are so specific and perfunctory that I'm almost not finding them. I tested out the Chakur. No, the Chakur, I didn't fully test out the Chakur. It's not done. I got distracted by the status arcane. I thought maybe there's something interesting there. It's just the headshots, man. The headshots. Honestly, I think what they should do is fall back. I don't know why they didn't do this. They should do this. On weak point hit, gain 10% status chance and 6% ammo efficiency for 10 seconds, stacks up to like 10 times. On kill, gain 50%, and that's it. You know, make it so that on kill, in fact, like they can also change Primary Merciless. They could make it like on something, like on kill you get this, on hit you get this. They should also allow hitting to be a thing with arcanes. Because the problem is a lot of weapons, due to the arcanes needing to ramp up and trigger and all that kind of stuff, if the weapons themselves don't have the ammo capacity, or the attack speed, or the reload speed, the arcane completely falls apart on it. So of course, like it or not, you're gonna go with Merciless Kill. And people can say whatever they want about Bane mods and Serration and stuff, but no matter what, you're going with Merciless. Because it's collateral. You can guarantee yourself a sustain. Even later on. I mean, the stacks don't drop immediately. This one, the stacks drop immediately, I think. On Deadhead, I didn't check. Do the stacks drop immediately? Let me check here quickly. It's weapon dependent. Well, I need headshots and the enemy's not working at me. I'm not gonna get any headshots, so you know, just saying. Yeah, this thing is doing fine. It actually does damage on a crit heavy weapon. Primary Crux is actually good. it does damage on a crit heavy weapon because the statuses inherit those properties. I can't believe that there's some people out there that say they're good at math and they don't realize stuff like this. I should stop piling on that guy. That guy can go and fuck himself, man. He makes himself the official guy about Warframe math and he doesn't know how to math. How is that even possible? Primary Crux is very good. It's very good on a crit heavy weapon because the statuses are gonna apply on that. Primary Deathhead is also decent. It's decent at best. It's decent at best. Like that is like saying, you know, there's like trash everywhere. This is all trash, and this is decent. Like, of course, this is gonna be good compared to everything else that's trash. The thing that kills this is a precision headshot, so I need to test that out. Do all the stacks drop at the same time? Which one is it? This. Okay, the timer is actually very long. Okay, that should be the thing. Okay. See, it's ramping up. Oh, it's one-shotting! Wow, on the Chakur! Can you believe it's one-shotting on the Chakur? A very strong gun? That's an Elephant Hunter? Can you believe that? Oh, there we go, reloading. Lost 4 seconds. It didn't one-shot them, it's a trash weapon. And of course, I'm not shooting them in their butts. Okay, they're dead. Okay, so you don't lose the stacks. So the stacks, you don't lose them immediately? On this? But you lose it on Primary Crux? Okay, I swear you lose it on Primary Crux, no? Okay, you lose all of it. Okay, you lose all of it. But the other one actually doesn't lose it. Ah, Merciless. Honestly, I just suggest Merciless every time. Well, it's ramped up anyways with like 5. Okay, maybe Primary Death's greatest achievement is timer. Maybe that's his greatest achievement. It might actually be just the timer itself. Okay, I need to do a Void Cascade with it. That's the only way I can tell. Because here it's very easy, you know. It's very easy for me to like kill a couple of Lancers, be like, okay, I have 24, I have 200. I forget what it is. I have like 300% status. I have 60% ammo efficiency. Let me just... Oh, look at me. Well, there's already an indirect nerf. My rapid ears are in the way. Dude, I can't keep the headshots like this. My head is in the way. I don't know, honestly. I totally can see... You know what is ironic? I can totally see Primary Deathhead and even Primary Crux being very, very good on shotguns. Because each pellet will trigger it. I think they will? I know Boar... Is it Boar? No, I think it's a Strun. I think the Strun has the highest amount of pellets. I can totally see these weapons actually like outdo it. Also because if each pellet is 30% headshot multiplier, that's better on this weapon, no? Instead of something like the Chakur, I mean the Chakur is very strong, but like it's very precise and there's a slight travel time I think to the shots now that I realize this. So technically on weapons like that you shouldn't be putting Primary Deathhead or Primary Crux, yes. But it's very risky. But like the thing is you're gonna get like a body shot or something. And you can't guarantee the instant kill on the headshot. I mean, like 24... I mean, 24 seconds is a long time. It's half a minute almost. So it is decent, but... Or maybe... No, on shotgun kill within 5 meters of target. Multi-shot and reload speed. 100% 80 multi-shot, that is 180% damage essentially. You're gonna have to calculate that. That is like a serration basically again. You should... Okay, would you actually stack on every single shot? Yeah, you stacked immediately. Hold on, why don't people use... Hold on, why do people use Deadshot on sniper rifles instead of shotguns? I mean, if the sniper rifle is hit scan, I can understand it, but like all the other guns, why? It should go here. I mean, I don't know what the base damage is in the first place. Yeah, that was right. That's a 30% increase. Okay, crit. Crit. Forget about hunter munitions, man. Honestly, this thing like completely ruins all the things. People just put it on and they're like, my weapon is good, just like the fucking Brahma. Everybody just puts it on. It's a good gun. Okay, there's some variables over there. God, I wish the damage numbers would actually like stay around for a little bit. 192, 1.5. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the yellow crit then, the highest one. 6.1. That's the highest one I saw. Maybe there's another higher one. 4.7 versus 6.1. Where's my calculator? That's a 25 difference only? Or I should say, like it's not losing that much. What about the increase? Strangely enough, in terms of worst case scenario, it's doing well. No, wait, that would be... Why are people not using this on shotguns? Also, it reduces the weapon recoil, which shotguns have a problem with. What? Also, shotguns have a much easier time hitting heads. That's always a fact, it's not an opinion. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything, maybe I just don't notice it, but I swear nobody uses this on shotguns. Yeah, this is the one case you don't want to go for Merciless, actually. This is free damage. You stack it immediately. Without even galvanized mods. Like, literally, even across the room, you're gonna stack the damage immediately. Is there something I'm missing? Maybe, like, the incarnate form on the boar? Is bad with this? I honestly don't know. Because in the middle of combat, I can actually do guarantee to get a headshot with a fucking shotgun when bullets are flying everywhere. So why don't people... I honestly have no idea. People should be using that, honestly. They should be using that on the shotguns. Yeah, but yeah, this is also gonna scale my critical chance. Sorry, not critical chance, my thingy. I mean, mind you, the Strun is excellent critical multiplier, so that's a whole different story. Are you impact guaranteed? Okay, I don't know if it's impact guaranteed. It's higher, so maybe... No, your fire rate is over. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why people would go with Deadhead on weird hybrid projectile-based, like, sniper rifle things. I mean, not something like the Vectis. I totally understand something like the Vectis. But I don't know why people go with, like, complicated setups on weird gimmicky weapons, or not even gimmicky, like projectile weapons, but then the shotguns, they skip out on Deadhead. Why? This is free damage on the Traxes as well. Again, maybe the other one will be better. The status. It might be better, I don't know. But why would not go Deadhead? I have no idea. I don't think I've literally seen anyone use Deadhead on a shotgun. But why would not go Deadhead? I have no idea. I don't think I've literally seen anyone use Deadhead on a shotgun. That is like 30% free damage. That is literally 30% free damage on a crit.